Adam, what are you doing in here?
My job. What about you?
I'm sorry that I wasn't questioning you. It was meant to be jovial. Guess I need to work on my timing. Anyway, I'm leaving a message for the director, asking if he's heard from Vince Black, our organized crime division head.
Black's still deep undercover inside the Diwali organization, isn't he?
The kind of deep that can be hard to swim back from sometimes, yeah. He's supposed to meet with me once a week so I can bring him back into the shallows, only he never showed for our first meeting.
From what I know of the Diwali, their influence extends outside of the Czech Republic. Maybe he's out of town.
Maybe. Maybe you could find out?
Sure. I think I can do some digging around for you. When was the last time you heard from him?
First and last time was in his office a few days ago. He seemed antsy, kind of nervous that I was there, you know?
Well, then maybe I'll poke around his office a little while I'm here.
Why stop now, right? Well, listen, Adam, Lyon's waiting on my initial batch of reports, and I'm sure Director Miller wouldn't be too pleased to find us standing in his office, so unless there's something else, I think this is where I'll check out.
Is there anything in Black's psyche, Val, that leads you to believe he's capable of maybe undermining the task force? Is there a chance he's gone off reservation?
Human beings are predisposed to damaging everything they come into contact with. Of course he's capable. As am I. As are you.
So these evaluations you conduct with him, they're useless in determining a course of action he might take.
I don't have a crystal ball. And Black's last eval predates my arrival here. Nonetheless, it's still helping me understand what he's dealing with on a subconscious level. That he may be in trouble. I wish I had something more concrete for you to go on.
You mentioned Leon is expecting your first batch of reports. You don't answer to Director Miller?
I'm a civilian employee, specializing in habituating deep cover operatives.
You're not an agent. So why did you choose to work with badges?
I started out working for LIM International, helping patients cope with the emotional strain of augmentation. After the incident, I needed to change my focus. Interpol was looking, so I moved my clinic to the public sector.
So you answer directly to Joseph Manderley?
It was Joe's idea to get a psychological clinic up and running inside our field offices. But listen, Adam, I have a small mountain of agent files to process, so if there isn't anything else...
Joe, huh? Sounds like you and Manderley are close.
We're close because I used his first name?
Well, you said you joined TF-29 after the incident. I assume that maybe you and Manderley started together when the task force was launched.
No. I arrived after Joe did. Look, Adam, we should probably get out of here, don't you think?
Yeah, you're probably right. I am curious, though, where Manderley came from exactly. Heard he jumped over quite a few heads to get to the big chair at TF-29. Must have some pretty influential friends pulling strings.
Why the interest in our boss?
I'd just like to know who everyone is.
If Joe had help, I'm sure it was from people who share his vision for what this task force could become. Anyway, listen, I really do think it's best if we get out of Miller's office before he returns, so if you'll excuse me...
It is a pleasure to speak with you, Doctor.
If I have anything, I'll let you know.
Social justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture. Since then, the rift between augmented and natural has gotten so wide. Reevaluate how
The sentiment that it is being enacted as a form of subjugation is false, then, Doctor?
as safe from us as we are from them. And not Ahmed, but I have many friends who are. And most of them are afraid to walk outside of their homes right now, because if they do, the level of hatred and suspicion aimed at them, and the Human Restoration Act can give them.
Thank you, Dr. Christensen, for your honest and insightful perspective. This is Alaska
Well, we've got to look at the obvious first.
Who's made the most noise in the Pro album?
decision by the Czech Republic to approve expansion plans for the Palisade Bank Corporation.
Right.
Security measures have protected the sensitive secrets of nations and influential individuals since privacy laws first passed. Sources close to the bank tell me that no hacker has ever come close to reaching the bank's defenses, despite the oaths
Kohler, something weird just happened. Think I activated something I shouldn't have.
Sounds like you've been overclocking that rig of yours. You should be fine, as long as you don't go overboard.
It won't. But we should tell Mac his timetable's fucked.
Aaron, up with straps. Deadly infectious diseases are at the center of some disturbing incidents. In terms of human cases and death toll, is an antibiotic-resistant strain of tuberculosis that has been spreading quickly throughout the subcontinent. World health officials are scrambling to contain the outbreak, even as work begins in San Francisco. Cutting-edge Rockasecca Beach facility to find a more aggressive cure. Sources inside the R&D campus tell me, however, that this most recent strain mutates so quickly, new vaccines become obsolete
Mac's going to be
before they can
pissed.
even reach infected areas. So experts are working day and night. Reporting to you, live from Picus.
Anomaly detected. Access denied.
In the hands of
Hey, Jensen, I'm busy. Help you with something, Jensen?
I heard you were on point looking into the gold mask mercs from Dubai. How's that going?
You should be more concerned with your own investigation, mate. Especially now that you've evaporated your only fucking lead.
You got something you want to say to me?
Your orders was to bring Rucker in alive, so we could sweat him for the bombings. That's not gonna happen now, is it? What happened? You get a taste for blood in 27?
You know, your ignorance is exceeded only by your charm, McCready.
Is that a fact? You think you know me?
I'm starting to get a pretty good picture of your type, yeah.
You don't know shit.
I could say the same about you.
Look, I've got work to do, Jensen, so if you don't mind...
Why do you have such a problem with me, McCready? You don't even know me.
Oh, I think I do. I've worked with your type before. You roll into barracks with your solid-state muscle, think you're more capable than the rest of us slobs.
You afraid of being replaced?
Please, mate. They broke the fucking mold when they made me. Besides, I think it's been proven that there's no substitute for good old-fashioned organic clockworks. So, again, if you don't mind, I have work to do.
So no all can ever live down the incident, is that it?
Is this meant to be an interrogation, Mr. Shit-hot ex-cop? Because you're dancing on my last fucking nerve.
You afraid it's gonna happen again?
Listen, Frankenstein, I lost 3 men. Good men. Because one of you fucking robots had his switch. I warned you about pushing it, didn't I? Still, that was unprofessional. Look.
We all lost something during the incident, some more than others. But the people responsible are still out there, and they need to answer for what they did. I'm not asking you to be friends, but we can't stop them as enemies.
Mismatched tools, bound by a common goal. Is that it?
Something like that, yeah.
Hell, maybe that is all we need. Suppose we just let time tell.
Right. I'll see you around, McCready.
Sure.
A devastating blow to the basic needs. Social justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture. The AUG incident threw everything off the rails. Since then, the rift between augmented and natural has gotten so wide. It's become impossible. Time out. A temporary separation of the classes, so we can clear the air and reevaluate how we can coexist peacefully.
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Legislation is to ensure that they are as safe from us as we are from them. I'm not augmented, but I have many friends who are. And most of them are afraid to walk outside of their homes right now, because if they do, the level of hatred and suspicion aimed at them is horrifying. They want to feel safe.
The amount of data, it was huge.
I don't know. I got a bad feeling about this.
If I have anything, I'll let you know. There's a shady character in Gollum City I've been keeping my eye on for a while. It's quite a day.
Tiny interruption and you're
Choice and a decision by the Czech Republic. Above, the bank's iconic lake facilities hold the largest in cutting-edge security measures that protected sensitive secrets of mega corporations and influential individuals since privacy laws first passed. Sources tell me that no hacker has ever come close to breaching the bank's defenses, despite an almost astronomical number of dead. Between you and me, I think they're just wasting their time. This is Eliza reporting to you.
Hey, Adam. Hey, Adam.